So the heavy battle and sweep lance, it's pretty much, you have your two Rommels or Pattons. Those are your brawling tanks or your front lines. The only problem I have with the Patton is it has the mold lines were real crappy, like real soft. But the tank itself is really good. The Rommel, you can argue, is maybe better because it's got an AC-20 instead of the AC-10. So all the other tanks, you have your two hover tanks. They're pretty much your fast movers. You hit and run kind of tactic with them. They're pretty solid. The Pike is like your mid-range support. It's got AC-2s on it. But let's come back to the Patton right here. It only came with the Patton cards. There were no cards for the Rommel. But the tanks are pretty much the same tanks, except for you lose like some armor. So like the Patton, they both have the same like cruising and flank speed. The Patton has the AC-10, the LRM-5, the small laser, and the one flamer. But its front armor is like 51. So the Rommel, which is pretty much the same tank, except the armor is like 38. It has an AC-20 and there's no flamer. It's still the same like movement speed and it's got less armor. But now you got like an AC-20. Yeah, the mold lines were the only like really complaint. They were kind of soft on some of the sides of the turrets. I think I like the old design a little bit better. The metal ones look pretty, I don't know, more simple. I'm not too blown away with this. But yeah, you can see like the barrel. It's like they put all this extra shit on the barrel too. That's not how the old model looked. So here's the Pike. Now you're only like cruising at 3, flanking at 5, so you're not super fast. You're tracked also, so you want to be like max range or like high mid range. You got 3 autocannon 2s and 2 SRM 2s, but you're not. You have 33 front armor, but your side armor is like 25. You're just not built for like brawling. You have those SRMs for like self-defense. But yeah, I would keep them like in the back behind the tanks. They look solid though. They look just like the old models. This is a good like plinking kind of tank. Maybe shoot at something like a light or something. You're not doing a lot of damage, but you're at 24 range. You're hitting the shit out of them over and over. All right, the heavy drill, the heavy hover tank, the Drillston. Just because it's called heavy, really what it's good for is going up to harassing either light mechs or medium mechs. That's usually where they're when they say heavy hover. That's pretty much where they're left. I would never send something like this against an assault. It'll get fucking obliterated. But the model looks pretty solid. Only front armor is only like 24, so yeah. It's cruising 9, flank 14. It's pretty fast. You have 1 large laser, 2 SRM-2s, 1 LRM-10, and 2 machine guns. Don't go crazy with them and send them up against something like higher than a medium. So this is the other hover little thing, the JF Kahoo. Yeah, it's got the goofy name, J. Edgar Light Hover Tank. It is a light hover tank, but for like a light hover tank, you have like 30 front armor. Now your cruising is 11, flank 17, still fast. It's got 2 SRM-2s and a medium laser. It's only like 544 BV. You can send like 10 of these at like a light. The only down, even though you have so much like more armor than the other one, it's like the firepower you're just lacking. Even though you're a little fast, I think you're just 1 point faster. Yeah, I like the set overall. The only complaint I had is with the Patton's mold jobs. There's there's people out there who want to run just like lines of the lights, like the hover lights, and you can swarm people and pretty much like under BV, per cost per thing, you can just swarm the shit out of anybody. Same people I've heard things about with the pike and people running like large numbers of pikes, and you're just like hitting and running, and you keep going and running away from people, but it's really not that fast of a tank. The Rommels, they just look kind of weak, but the Pattons and the Rommel tanks are really good. I think I had like 6 or 8 of them in metal. I have to dig them all out. But overall, I like this set. I like the hovercrafts the most. To me, they're just like a lot of fun. Pretty much like a mosquito army. You just prick them to death. And, the pike carrier is pretty cool. Can't do much with him, but, that's all he's good for, support. Alright, that's all for now. Have a good day. Bye.